Henshin Heroes. I'm Nathan, aka the Subro.
I'm Jake, aka the Metal Don.
And we're both disappointed that Sentai Guy is not here with us because this was a fantastic episode of Ultraman's Omega. And it's a two-parter.
Yep.
It's our first real two-parter.
It was about halfway through. I was like, this might be a two-parter.
Yeah, I started thinking, it's like, this is not gonna, there's no way this is gonna end by the end of this episode. And lo and behold, it wasn't. So yeah. And the episode title's a little, it's true, but that's not the only problem that we're dealing with. Well, that Omega is dealing with.
Right.
Because we get multiple monsters in this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have Grime, however you want to say it, and we get one more who shows up. And I think he's new. I thought he might have been a returning monster because they used the old sound effects for him when he started stomping around, but it looks like he's a new monster because he does not even have a wiki entry yet.
Really?
Yep. His name, maybe they're waiting until next week to do it. I don't know, but his name is El Degamira.
Mm. Very interesting, Kaiju.
Mm-hmm. We did have one monster at the start. We're diving right into this. But yeah, we had Leoto, who was originally an Ultraman arc. So they were probably, so Subaru is probably thinking, well, we need to have a quick monster fight at the beginning of the episode. Do we have any leftover suits? Okay, use that.
Yeah.
So for anybody who needs a refresher on this elephant looking thing, who gets in this episode gets his trunk tied in a knot. Poor thing.
That was pretty funny.
Leoto. He looked familiar. I was just trying to remember where I knew him from. I couldn't remember if it was from a newer show or an older show. So there you go. So we had Leoto at the beginning, and Grime, however you want to say it, he's back, and we think that he's good. Last week's preview and most of this episode really did present this as him being the primary problem. And he goes, so it's supposed to be a second Grime, so we're going all the way back to the first episode.
Yeah. Such a cool design.
It is a good design. I just wish I could get a picture of the new guy. Let me see if I can just Google this. But I probably should have led with this. I read this last week. I'll read it again. The official synopsis on the Ultra Wiki for this episode is: left behind from the latest kaiju fight and frustrated by the news that Omega isn't getting public support, Kosei rushes out when he hears that Grime has appeared again. Meanwhile, Ayumu, who has joined forces with Kazuyasu Taira of the NDF, begins a plan to capture Grime, but the situation takes an unexpected turn. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe the NDF might be sort of a science patrol. What do you think? Did I lose you?
No, I lost you.
Oh.
What did you say?
I am going to get... I am going to make a new setup where I can have an Ethernet cable in this room. But
Yeah,
no, I
yeah,
was
do the same.
saying that the NDF looks like it might end up being maybe the Science Patrol. I'm not sure. Like a Science
Yeah,
Patrol.
they look like what were they called in Blazar? The mm, you remember the team in Blazar?
Uh, dang it.
I can't
I
remember it.
can't. I don't remember. And I'm doing a Google search and I can't even find this pictures of this thing. That is nuts. It's like the internet doesn't know he exists. But let me see.
Scarred.
Scarred. That's
Yeah,
right. That is correct. So what were you saying?
I was saying I was thinking they were like a scarred, like a
Mhm.
military branch, take down kaiju.
Yeah. It, yeah. And Ayumu is getting involved with them. The big thing that happens in this episode is Omega doesn't win.
I know, it's surprising.
Yeah. Yeah. I think most Ultra series usually have at least one episode where the Ultra doesn't win. I'm amazed that it's at the halfway point, but maybe that's why they're doing it now at the halfway point because they want to shake things up.
Maybe he'll shake things up and he'll start to get his memory back.
I'm wondering about that because it seemed like they were playing with that a little bit because it is Graham again.
Yeah.
So, I think next week's going to be very telling. I'm going to be
I think
curious
so.
to see what they do. What?
I was saying I was agreeing with you. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what to think. I almost want to watch the episode again just for a quick reminder.
I should have.
There's a lot that happens in this.
It looks like next episode they might finally tell IU that he's Omega.
Yeah, and I'm still wondering if we're inching toward having her join the team. I will admit there were some strange things with this episode because I don't understand why Serato refused to go fight the kaiju at first. I wonder if that is that's one of his memory things.
Maybe. Unless like his Omega senses were like off the charts. He's
Maybe
like, I don't know
because
about this one.
yeah, because otherwise it just comes across like the plot needs him to not fight this thing yet.
Yeah.
And then Kosei goes running off half cocked, and you have a dog.
I do.
And didn't realize you had a dog. And now he's making a cameo.
I know it. Might as well just put him on here.
Yeah, what's his name?
Walker.
Walker. That's a good name for a dog. Does he want a little attention? No, I don't think anyone's going to complain if he makes it, if he gets to come on the show.
Probably, but he needs to go to sleep.
Oh, well, he's just going to have to wait then. But yeah, so I was wondering why not? Why are you waiting? And then he actually does, and things go very badly after Trigeron gets his butt handed to him.
Yeah.
And we end up having a three-way kaiju fight here. I swear, I felt like half to 1/3 of the episode was the big fight. Did it feel like that to you?
Yeah, that's what it felt like. And whenever whenever Trigeron failed, Kosei tried to get Reckonus out and he wouldn't come out.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that's going on. And I think it was around that time I kind of realized we're getting a two-parter, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because there's stuff happening and they're not giving any real resolution to it.
Right.
So next week's going to be interesting. Hopefully, Chris will be able to join us by then.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But like I said, when this new monster shows up, first off, and I wish I could show a picture, but this thing's design is crazy.
It is.
It is crazy. He's ridiculously powerful, and I think honestly the weirdest thing about him, I may have to just go bring up the episode and just get a still of him. But the craziest thing about him is that his tongue just hangs out of his mouth.
Yeah, that was funny.
Weird. I wasn't sure what to make of that one. Let's see. Yeah, okay, here it is. So, hold on. Oh, sorry. Some of the audio is coming through a little bit here. I'm going to mute it. And I'm going to run forward here a little bit. There's the big fight. Oh, and do you remember Graham having the big mole claws?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I kind of forgotten about that one. And again, they make it look like Graham's going to be the big deal, and he's not the big deal. Okay, here we go. Also, be honest, Jake. When he shows up and he pops out of the ground, and that whole sequence of the ground opening up, did that make you flash back to Power Rangers?
A little bit, yeah.
Whenever Rita throws her wand.
Yeah.
I swear that special effect shot was reused in a ton of things. Toei must have been really proud of that. Yeah, let me see. Gonna get a decent shot here. Oh, and you know what the other weird thing is about him? He ate Graham. Kinda. With his tail.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
Yeah, it is so weird. Yeah, okay, here he is. Let me. Oh, wait. I'll do a screen share here because at least, as long as I don't play any video, I play the video, I think we should be fine. But yes, here's this mother trucker right now. There you go. You can't really tell, but his tongue is hanging out of his mouth, and he's got bowling balls for shoulders.
Yeah, that he does.
Yeah, I'm not sure he can really lift his arms all that high. Also, I would just like to point out this is a really good shot right here.
It is.
Framing him between these trees. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, see there, you can see his tongue hanging out right there.
Yeah.
On the side of his mouth, he's got tusks and teeth, and the tongue, it just dangles out between the tusk and the teeth. It's really strange. And then, all right, there, these are the ads, the built-in ads. And I think right around here, it's almost a live reaction. Is this the part where he kind of eats him? No. Not quite yet. Let me see. Oh, yeah. This one, Graham tries to fight him. Then he knocks Omega over because he's taking hits for the other for the humans. Yeah, here. Right here. This is crazy.
It is. It's a cool effect.
It is a really cool effect.
Green coming up his throat.
Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. It's like a scorpion tail with teeth. And then it just comes out as this big pod. And I was horrified when I saw this. I'm like, what in the frick is this guy?
He's almost like Cell from Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. It makes you wonder. So next week is going to be really interesting, like I said, to say the least. This is probably the most impressive monster and the most distinct monster that we've had on the show so far.
Oh, for sure.
But man, I kind of skip around, see if I can find anything else. Here's the stuff with the NDF guys here. Let me see. Just trying to remember what else is going on. What's going on here? Yeah, because she thinks that they're going to get that they might be able to help them. And I'm trying to see if there what was the bit where he would. It looked like Serato was kind of getting his memory back. I guess it was this conversation, but yeah, should probably stop sharing before somebody yells at me. I don't know. Should I try? Should I try tempting fate when we watch ZEZTZ?
Why not?
See who yells at me first.
Never hurts to try.
It never hurts to try. But yeah, I feel like I want to say more about this episode, but I'm not entirely sure we can add more until we see part 2 next week.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it too.
I know. Is the last few episodes have been a little almost. Yeah, and I don't know about lackluster, but just a little average.
Yeah.
And now it's really picking up again with this. So I'm pretty excited about it. Well, I guess we can start looking at some comments while we wait for ZEZTZ to get started. Wait, is it already live? No, that's case 2. They're just doing the replay for case 2. So case 3 is going to happen, right?
Yeah. I saw it up there earlier.
Yeah, I'm double checking. Let's see.
Yeah,
got a lot of stuff. They got a lot of stuff that's just running on a loop right now on Tokushatsu.
Case 3, Erode.
Erode?
Yeah.
Yeah, upcoming. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right. I've got it ready to go here. Erode. So, random question before I start looking at comments. Let me ask you this, Jake. Just a fun little question to pass some time. Okay. So, for Omega, we have the YouTube captions, but on ZEZTZ, we have burned in subtitles. Which do you prefer and why?
I really don't care, honestly. Neither one of them bother me.
I will say there have occasionally been some issues with the captions because they either don't have the English there yet or it defaults to something like German. When I start. I remember one time I watched it live, an Omega episode live, and I started getting dialogue in German. I'm like, no, not the wrong one. Then I had to manually change it.
Yeah, I've had to do that a couple times.
Yeah. Now I will admit, the burned in subtitles with ZEZTZ, I've allowed them to be a little bit more creative. It almost feels like watching a fan sub because fan subbers will get fancy.
Yeah.
With some of their subtitles. All right. Edwin is just spamming the chat right now. So let's see what he has to say. Father of Ultra. And why do we fall, Omega? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. I don't know which Ultra he's talking to in that context, but Ayumu doesn't know. So don't tell Ayumu. Oh, more nicknames, Jake. You ready for this? Yeah. You
Oh.
are Combat Chopper. I am Mr. Belt. And wait, is that a second me? We get two, I guess. And then Albedo, and you are Eon? Eon? I'm not 100% sure what those are. Edwin's brain, I think, is in a whole other zip code than most people. Kaiju nose job needed. Okay, so Disney is adapting a Korean show that's very Sentai inspired on Disney XD. Will this Disney Rangers at Mech 4X? Will this be Disney Rangers at Mech 4X level? I can only hope. I've seen every Disney superhero sitcom, so I know. Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, what do you think of that? Have you heard about that?
I saw a picture, but I didn't look at it or anything really.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're doing Disney's doing a US version of this show. It's a Korean show and it's called Armor Sores, and it looks very Power Rangers.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Yeah, well, what's weird is that if they're still doing this new Power Ranger revival via Fox, why are they getting this show?
I don't know.
It's just weird. You'd think you wouldn't want to cross-pollinate like that.
True.
I don't know. Maybe it'll give Michael the kick in the pants he needs to bring back the power trip. I don't know. Which reminds me, I should probably tell everybody I had a conversation with him about this. You know how he posted in the Power Rangers Legacy Facebook group when we all started discovering that weirdo Tubi thing?
Yeah.
And he said, "You guys want us to do an episode about this?" And everyone kept saying yes. He was drunk. That's why there hasn't been any follow through. He was drunk.
Well, that doesn't change anything.
My counter to that should have been, well, sir, you realize this just means, a drunk man's thoughts are a sober man's, a drunk man's words are a sober man's thoughts. So clearly you want to podcast again.
Hey, do it while he's drunk.
Yeah, do it while he's drunk. Yeah, that one at the very least. If you're a Scyther patron, spoiler warning, we will be doing a live reaction to it tomorrow for the next Patreon recording. All because I suggested it, but I was only being kind of serious and they thought I was being completely serious. So that's what we're doing tomorrow.
Nice.
Which means I may have to watch it a third time if I have to do it for the power trip. But I guess if that never happens, I guess we'll have to suffer through it, right? Right?
Yeah. I still haven't watched it yet.
Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Wait till you get to the part of Rito Revolto is being played by not Louis Gossett Jr. Makes no sense. All right, Edwin. One more comment here from Edwin. Same, had to change it back. Still not as bad as the auto translate for Sentica. He brings up Sentica a lot. That might have to be something. That might have to be something that we cover on the show at some point. All right, we have 5 minutes. I'm going to see what happens if I screen share when nothing is happening yet. All right, come at me. Come friggin' at me. Oh, I can't full screen it yet. I was going to full screen it. Place your bets now. How long will it take before the stream gets shut down?
I think we'll make it through.
We'll see. Toei loves to say no way. I don't know about Subaraya. Subaraya seems to be a little bit nicer, but we'll find out. So, what are your expectations for tonight's episode, Jake?
Just hoping we get some questions answered from last episode, and
Yeah.
hopefully find out like what the nightmares are.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if they're actual dream entities or if they're other beings who can invade dreams.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
One thing that I've noticed with most modern writer, at least like the Neo Heisei era. Well, I forget where Kamen Rider Double fits in, but a lot of the newer writer shows have been getting away from the evil secret societies trope in favor of
Right.
other villain types, which is interesting.
It is, but you can't go wrong with Shocker.
It's hard to compete with Shocker, although I'm a big fan of Gorgum from Kamen Rider Black. So,
Yeah.
which I found out was inspired by Freemasons.
Heck yeah.
Freemasons. I don't know about you, but in Fort Wayne, we actually have a Mason hall that hosts community events. I even went to a college banquet when I was an undergrad at this place.
Really?
Yeah.
I know we have a couple Masons down here, but I never see any people there. So,
Mm-hmm. And my grandfather was a Shriner.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And we have an annual event here in Fort Wayne. I haven't been to it in years, called the Shrine Circus.
Mm-hmm.
Used to go to. I remember going to it when I was a kid, because my grandfather was a Shriner.
Nice.
So, and after the show, they would have stuff for people to do with the animals. I got to ride an elephant.
Heck yeah.
That was an experience. All right. So how much time do we have left? We have a little less, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And Toei is still not yelling at me. I'm going to bring up, because I think they like to do it by sending an email. I'm going to bring up our Gmail to see, because I think it'll go there first. Hey, Chris, are you watching? Leave a comment in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see anything right now, so we might be safe. Uh-oh. A fake ad is playing. Kamen Rider ZEZTZ starts soon. And I can full screen this so we don't have to look at that chat that's going by at 3,000 miles an hour.
It's always so annoying.
It's like, I don't know how streamers keep up with that. You know, do they just like glance over and catch one comment and then say something? It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Yeah. Out of all the ones I've ever been on, that's pretty much how it went. Or like I'd put my comment in, and as soon as I do it, 5 people put theirs in at the same time.
Yeah. And just, I mean, like, just come on, you just look at this. It's just going by. Well, yeah. I was like, did they think that they're going to really get any worthwhile interaction out of this? And they're just throwing the hearts. I was like, heart, 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 heart. I love Kamen Rider. I love Kamen Rider so much.
Well,
You know, you know what I would do?
What?
You know what I would do just to troll? If I was the guy who set up this live stream, I'd make instead of it playing the next episode of ZEZTZ, I'd make it play an episode of Master Rider.
Oh,
Just to mess with people because they'll be like, "How dare you do that?" And then other people are like, "Wait, did you get the rights to that?" Oh, whoa.
they probably would just buy Masked Rider just to never be shown again.
Maybe. I don't remember the J-Rap countdown music.
It was on here last week.
Yeah, I
think.
just wasn't paying attention. All right, come on, Toei.
In Albion,
I have to stop the stream. It says the stream's been interrupted. So I am shutting it off. It took we were able to do it for a while. But yeah. So they caught us, man. They caught us. I knew they would.
Well, it looks like you found a mine's door.
Yeah. His wish is what? That is an awkwardly placed keyhole. What the heck? Oh, it's the same guy from the start. Problem is now I can't figure out if it's the real world, if things are happening in the real world or the dream world now.
Yeah.
What the? Okay, that was not on my bingo card for today.
Well, it looks like the monster can now go in the real world.
Is he gonna possess this guy? Oh, well, there you go. Uh-oh. He has a swarm of butterflies. No. Uh-oh. We're in episode 3, and it feels like things are escalating fast.
That's what I've been saying.
I'm going to hug my helmet. I love my helmet. This guy's design just looks busy.
Yeah.
Okay. Eh? Sure. So I think this is the first time we've seen him try this in the real world.
Yeah, it is.
This definitely has a different vibe.
You better hurry up and Henshin.
Ah. What? He just threw trash at him. Stop with the bummer. Oh, it still works.
Right. That's so cool.
Yep. It still works. Got it. Yeah, that's a. Yeah, this transformation's pretty impressive. Okay, the sword just falls out of the sky. I wish that would happen whenever I woke up in the morning. I'm sure I'm sure that happens every day for you.
Right. I wish that was my ringtone in the morning. Good morning, Ryder.
I'm waiting for them to make pajamas that say that.
I would buy it.
We all would because we're suckers like that. Whoa. You're supposed to have grasshopper muscles in those legs too? Heck. Well. Why is it arise with a Z? Are they just trying to be cool?
Well, Otherwise, Mortal Kombat with a K.
What? What? What was that? What was that?
So he's Mr.
What the
Fantastic
frick?
and Green Lantern.
I guess. What? Get over here. What? Spirit bomb? He just caught the spirit bomb. Well, that's just wonderful. This just got weird. What? Okay, then. Was not expecting that. Got to give him credit for that. Was a very well storyboarded fight scene. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was more like a rider knee, but okay. There we go.
I love the rider kick in this.
He just snored. Anyway, he makes the sign of the Z. Yeah, I'm guessing that this funny little techno rap is the theme song. Oh my gosh.
They played at the end.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. An ad. Make it go away. I can't. It won't make it go away. Why? Who's this guy? Seriously, who is this guy? What? Whoa. Protecting a bride? What the
Like
heck?
he's fighting a Tengu warrior.
Case 4, Rob. Well, there you go.
That was pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. I still have a lot of questions.
Yeah.
It feels like we're 3 episodes in and it's still explaining how this world works.
Slowly.
Yeah, because now we can do stuff in the real world. Got all kinds of stuff going on.
I'm sure we'll get all the answers by episode 50.
50. You know what? I'm going to double check. Let's see. How many episodes will Kamen Rider ZEZTZ go? Let's see if the typically disappointing writer wiki. Let's see if it can help me. Let's see. Oh, it's still playing as part of superhero time, like we figured. Number of episodes to be announced.
I wouldn't mind them going 25, but I ain't going to complain if they do 50.
And like I said, they typically do 50.
Mm-hmm.
It already has specials.
Good.
My
thing is, I don't care if it's a terrible season or not. I still want all 50 episodes in the specials.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not finding anything that says it. Let me try. Let me try something. I occasionally experiment with seeing if AI can make sense of it, and then I end up disappointed. Let's see. Will Kamen Writer ZEZTZ be? The robot says it's going to be 50.
Well, it knows it all, so.
Apparently, it says it's going to go all the way to August 2026. So we might be busy, dude.
Heck yeah.
All righty. Well, there you go. Because Omega will be done by January, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
All right, we have some comments here, all from Edwin. Let's see. Is this one? No, that's not it. Yeah. Wait, if the boss is a bike, who sits on a chair? We made that joke last week. It's like you get to ride your boss and not the way you thought. Fuel styled after tea. Huh? That actually answers another Kamen Rider question where in Kamen Rider Drive, the talking belt did drink and did a spit take. True story. Oh my gosh, that sounds nuts. Gum Gum Battle Axe. Okay. His reading paid off. Sure, he probably has a weird Amazon card or is on somebody's list or has a lot of weird looks at the bookstore, but his spy focus paid off. Now, is this his Gordon or his Captain Stacy? And is she Detective DeWolf? I understood two of those references.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not sure either one of those qualify. Not at the moment. But this is throwing a lot at us and not a lot at us in 3 episodes. So like that Shinkenger and Samurai episode with Bride. So he's talking about the preview. I don't know. Do we have to talk about Samurai? Can we not?
Why not?
Can we not? No, he's talking about Power Rangers Samurai.
I know. Why not?
Oh, well, apparently we have a samurai apologist here.
Jaden Cross says the best.
Oh, Jaden Christ. Oh, that goober. I want to. Where's my effects? I was trying to see if my voice effects had something applicable. I didn't see anything. Well, anyway, I think we had a pretty good doubleheader. I think I was a little more impressed with Ultraman Omega, mostly because it's a cliffhanger, and I want to see what happens next week.
Yeah.
So, which one did you prefer this week?
I don't know. Story wise, probably Omega, but the action and everything, I'm gonna give it to ZEZTZ.
Yeah, I will say they're getting crazy with the visuals on this. They're throwing a
Yeah.
lot of money at it. I can't fault them for their ambition. That's for sure.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, we know now not to actually show it on stream because Toei did tell us no way, as I thought I would. It took longer than I expected, but we still got told.
Yeah. Oh well.
We'll see if this video even gets to stay up after this. We'll find out. I'm going to shut off the stream and see what happens. See you all next week.
See you guys.
May the power protect you. Thank you for listening to Henshin Power V3, a podcast produced and hosted by Nathan Marchand,
Christopher Reiner,
And Jake Amber.
If you'd like to send us feedback, we'd love to hear from you. So email us at henshin.power.v3@gmail.com.
Follow us on X, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Thank you, Danny DeManna, where our handle is @HenshinPowerV3, and join our official Facebook groups, Power Rangers Legacy and the Marvel Out Lounge. We also have a Discord server called the Marvel Out Lounge. Check the show notes for links to all of them.
Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, and other great podcatchers. The podcast logo was designed by Rebecca Hudgens. Follow her on Instagram at super_r_illustrations.
Our theme song is a Joe the Hero remix by GVG Kid, which is based on a track from the video game Beautiful Joe.
All film and audio clips belong to their respective copyright holders, and no infringement is intended or implied.
Please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podchaser to spread the word about the show. And until next time,
Swash!